you an expert, entrepreneur, or small business owner passionate about helping people through life's transitions? The Fresh Starts Expert membership is perfect for you. For just $55 per month, this dynamic membership is designed to boost your business and amplify your brand. Fresh Starts is here to provide you with business development, marketing, coaching, networking, publicity, community engagement, and more. With an SEO-optimized profile, exclusive press opportunities, and weekly co-working and business coaching sessions, you'll connect, grow, and gain visibility like never before. Are you ready to elevate your brand? We can't wait to work with you. Visit freshstartsregistry.com and become a Fresh Starts expert today.
Divorce happens. In fact, it happens to almost 50% of first marriages. So let's talk about it. Welcome to Divorce Happens, a podcast to educate, inspire, support, and yes, make you laugh through divorce and beyond so that you can start fresh on the next phase of your journey. Remember, divorce happens, and then we start fresh.
You get divorced. You get divorced.
Getting divorced?
I'm getting a divorce.
You're getting a divorce.
Because she's getting a divorce.
So what if I get divorced?
Okay, hello. We're here with, I like to call you the unsinkable Molly McPherson, because that's my name for you. But we're here with Molly. Molly, can you tell the listeners who you are and what you do?
Well, in context, I am unsinkable. I
You
am
are.
just like you. We've had a tough life and we're still floating out there. My name's Molly McPherson. I'm a crisis communication strategist. I do that full time by day, and I moonlight on social media, particularly TikTok.
You do. You're a TikTok star. So, Molly, the reason I brought you in here is because as we were interviewing people, we interviewed even Tom Arnold. We talked to him, and he was talking to us about how, you know, when you put together a divorce announcement, quote unquote, whether it's talking to your social media community, your friends and family, it really is like you have to put on a publicist or a crisis communications hat. So I was like, well, who can we bring in to talk about this? Well, Molly's the perfect person. So I would love to know, first of all, Molly, why do you think we're in this kind of era of people, celebrities and regular people, really being open with announcing their divorce on social media, especially?
Social media democratized just the conversation and our culture out there. It's kind of merged the celebrity world, which seems so beyond for the regular person. But now people, because of social media, can see that just because someone's a celebrity, they have the same problems like everyone else. So celebrities have to navigate the very personal problems that regular people have as well. So now we can see how both sides react to divorce announcements.
Yeah. And, you know, I think about this a lot because you'll see, let's take Kelly Clarkson, who I love, for example. Yes. She had to deal with custody shit just like the rest of us, right? Like divorce, you know, 50% of first marriages, and it goes up for second and third marriages. There are people that are dealing with it. And I appreciate the celebrities that talk so openly about it. I was just looking at Zooey Deschanel is married to, or getting married to, I can't remember his name. John,
one of the
brothers, right?
One of the brothers,
right.
Yeah.
And on Father's Day, she had beautiful pictures up of her ex-husband and him and the kids. And I appreciated that so much because that's the kind of representation that we need from celebrities, right? Like about blended families and co-parenting. So I love that you said that because I think it's so true. So if somebody's listening to this and they're thinking about how to talk about their divorce publicly or announce their divorce, putting that publicist hat, that crisis communications hat on, what would be some strategies and tips you could give them?
Well, you and I both know no divorce is alike, and everyone is facing their own challenge as they go through it. So when you mentioned, two people, we have two known people who, went through divorces, and now Zooey Deschanel, she's, remarrying again. Mm-hmm. So on the one side, we have someone in a blended family, how everybody's coming together and taking photos. And that is certainly a blueprint for people who aspire to have that type of a setup.
Yep.
However, Kelly Clarkson was very open, as well as trying to keep things close to the vest while she was struggling through her divorce. And her divorce in particular is the type that I think, funny that you mentioned her because Kelly, I think, has one of the most authentic divorces that you see out there because I think she represents a lot more people, particularly women going through challenges of that difficult divorce. People aspire for the perfect ones, but there's so many people out there who are struggling and saying, we're never going to be like that.
Yeah, I agree. So if somebody's listening to this and they're like, okay, so I'm ready to renounce it. I'm getting through the process. Like, I know, and I recommend to people, here are some things maybe to not put on social media. Here are some things to put on social media. What would you say kind of just for fun is like a standard way that you could put up on social media that you're getting divorced?
Yeah, well, a divorce statement is no different than a media statement. So when I'm working with someone going through some crisis or some issue, we have to put together a statement.
Right.
Now, and the question that I always ask, first of all, what's at stake? Why do you need to write your message a certain way? Are you trying to frame your divorce a certain way? Are you protecting certain entities as you write that? That's what you have to determine first. I know for a lot of women, myself included, we have young kids.
Yeah.
Many people just want to put their former spouse on full blast. That feels like the best thing to do, but we can't do that.
No.
So that's the first question to ask is truly what's at stake? What's your intention here? And is it to go quietly or to let everyone know? You have to make that choice. And then if you do want to make it public, you can only write around what that relationship is going to be in the divorce and how you're going to collaborate. So if you're going to focus on anything, focus on the collaboration of it. Oh, we're both raising our kids. We're both devoted to our kids, our families, whatever it is. Leave it on a high note. So, and what you're doing with that type of a message, you're letting everyone know, like all your stakeholders in PR terms, your friends, your families, people you know, how to treat you in that divorce because it's very awkward for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But the counter to that makes it a little more challenging, right? When it's somewhat of an acrimonious divorce.
Yeah, I love that advice. So why do you think it's so empowering to have that narrative in your hand?
Because divorce creeps into so many other areas. It's not just posting on Facebook so your friends see. It's, do I want everyone to know? And in some cases, it's for probably more women as opposed to men.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm a divorcee. Like, well, how are people going to judge me? What are people going to think about me? And just the same women who struggle. Oh, am I wearing a ring? Am I not wearing a ring?
Yeah.
Are people judging me because I'm divorced? Do they think I'm going to screw? People think about it constantly. So on the one hand, I would say, don't sweat it. The only person sweating about your divorce announcement is probably you and you alone.
Yeah.
And all that this announcement is going to do is just going to help frame where you want to be in the future. And it's okay if you have a painful divorce and you never want to talk to your spouse again. It's okay to not announce it.
Yeah, it is absolutely okay to not announce it for sure. And as somebody that is divorced and is a public figure like yourself, do you have any tips for people on kind of moving forward and maybe talking about divorce without actually talking about divorce?
Yeah, Olivia, it's funny. You and I are so similar and we're in the same lane, yet your entire business, which was really framed by your divorce and created by your divorce, is a part of your whole business. And you're very open about that and the branding. And I shared with you, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Working in crisis communication, my skills in my crisis communication, my crisis prediction skills were honed by this divorce. Like I had the most brutal of brutal divorces that I am still dealing with to this day. I don't want it to bleed into my persona, which means I don't want to lead with divorce. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to hide it. I mean, I wrote a book and I discussed it in my book, but I don't lead with it.
Yeah.
And and I just know from my replies and people talking to me, nobody really kind of knows what the deal is with me. And like, is she married? And even on my Google search, my top one is, who is Molly McPherson's husband?
Oh my God.
And what that tells me as a PR person is like, oh, good. That means people I don't lead with that.
Yeah.
But the only reason why is because I have children and I worry, college age children, and I worry about them.
Yeah, but it is possible. I mean, I talk to a lot of writers who write divorce memoirs and things, and it is possible to talk about what happened to you without talking about what happened to you, right? It's because you're talking about it from your own experience.
Yes. And most people, and myself included, we're not completely silent on it. It's just we choose the channel where we want to speak about it.
I love
that. Now, me personally, I never mentioned it on Facebook. People had to put 2 and 2 together. And as I go through time and I meet people, I can tell as soon as they're 10 feet away, they have that look like they want to ask, they want to find out.
That's so funny.
But people can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
But there are other places. Like, for instance, I wrote a book about it. I had a podcast for over 5 years. I talked about it a great deal on my podcast.
Yeah.
I just don't make it a part of my persona on social media. But Olivia, I will tell you, it's changing. Now that I'm branching into other areas, I'm creating a whole new keynote.
Yeah.
And in that keynote, my origin story about crisis communication starts with my divorce.
As many good origin stories do, Molly. Well, we appreciate your insight so much. Molly, where can people follow you and find you and get all the other great insight that you give on everything?
Yeah, of course, mollymcpherson.com. And then on all my social medias, I have a link in bio that has all the places you can find me.
Amazing. Thank you. We appreciate you so much, Molly.
You too, Olivia.
Divorce Happens is produced by Fresh Starts Registry, the only divorce registry platform for everything you need to begin again, including home items, hype team, and everything in between. Remember, divorce happens, and then we start fresh. We're here to support you before, during, and after divorce. Head to freshstartsregistry.com for more info.
Are you an expert, entrepreneur, or small business owner passionate about helping people through life's transitions? The Fresh Starts Expert membership is perfect for you. For just $55 per month, this dynamic membership is designed to boost your business and amplify your brand.
I'm Nikki Innocent, and I'm a Fresh Starts expert. The Fresh Starts expert membership is different from other products or services in this realm because it covers everything. It covers your ability to be supported by a community if you are a small business owner or a solopreneur by having daily ways to connect with other people in the entrepreneurial space, even if they're in a different industry. There's coaching, which is next level coaching on a lot of ways. They offer the ability for you to be held as the individual you are, the business owner you are, and the vulnerable person you are, just operating each and every day. So that is wonderful. The products themselves, the press alone is something that I recommend for people to join the membership around. If you are looking to build out your public profile, if you're looking to understand what people care about in the industry that you're working in, the press element of this membership will give you that. You also have the amazing support of Olivia and Jenny, who will be able to direct you and highlight the parts of what you are doing that the world needs to hear more about. And oftentimes, if you are in a small business setting or you're building something, it can be really challenging to notice those things about yourself from an external view. So they do a great job of that. And there are so many other elements to this. There's a level of amplification that they do within their network to let people know who you are and what you do. There's a matchmaking energy to ensuring that you understand the other experts that are in the space that might be able to be complementary collaborators or support for you as you are on your journey, and so much more. I think there is a part of this in particular that is different than many other membership spaces because there is a very, very obvious and deeply felt sense of connection and collaboration. The competition element does not show up in this membership space. The sharing information and even talking about how competition might pop up is part of it. And it creates a new normal where we can actually rise with one another instead of looking at each other as competition to kind of leapfrog over. I think that this particular membership offers not only the individual so much, but businesses so much, and hopefully the larger landscape of how we can operate as humans that bring different things to the table. Would I recommend this membership to others? Heck yeah, I would. And I do. I recommend this membership to people all the time. And when I say this all the time, I mean everybody I meet.
Fresh Starts is here to provide you with business development, marketing, coaching, networking, publicity, community engagement, and more. With an SEO-optimized profile, exclusive press opportunities, and weekly co-working and business coaching sessions, you'll connect, grow, and gain visibility like never before.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Connell, and I'm a Fresh Starts expert. Fresh Start's membership is different from other similar products and services because it allows me to have a platform where my content is shared. It's a place where I can collaborate with others. And there's so many different membership opportunities. There's coaching, there's co-working. Being a member of Fresh Start's registry has impacted my personal growth by giving me opportunities to think about the work that I'm doing. And it's helped me in my professional growth by the coaching that Olivia and Jenny provide. Would I recommend membership to others? Hands down. In fact, I've recommended it to 5 people in the first month that I've been a part of it.
Are you ready to elevate your brand? We can't wait to work with you. Visit freshstartsregistry.com and become a Fresh Starts expert today.